Gray Wolf, how are you doing today? We are still at the house that we've been working on, and we're packing up.
Hello. Trying to eat a couple of grapes.
We had a few pieces of bacon for breakfast this morning and a cup of coffee, and now we're eating grapes because that's all we brought with us.
You didn't get the tripod? I thought we were just gonna sit in.
Are we gonna do it in here? Okay, yeah, sure.
Or we can go to the truck, it don't matter.
It's probably warmer in here. Hey Kaylee, how are you? We're not at home, so you won't see Emmy tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. That room has really good lighting in it.
So this one, if we open the curtain.
You want to go grab our tripod real quick? We were trying to get as much work out of the day as we could today because it seems like this job is taking forever. Hey, Donna Brown, how are you? Whoop. I tried to open the blinds and I opened them too far and they flipped around the other direction. Hey, Barb's Country Home, how are you doing today? Oh, Wiley put those blinds up backwards. Oh, well. We'll just sit over here. We are doing good. Hey, Lori Carp. We are at the house that we've been working on, and we got everything painted gray that needs to be gray. We've been working on getting all the trim painted a different color, and this trim was wood, and so that white is about 4 or 5 coats before it finally covered it all. Hey, Mike and Terry, how are y'all doing today? We would have had to have packed up about an hour ago to get home for this, so we decided that we'd just stay here and do it. Hey, Brenda, how are you doing? Wiley's getting our chairs set up so we have a place to sit. I'm going to turn the camera and put it on the tripod. Oh, that's better. Okay. Wiley grabbed dinner.
Yeah.
A little closer. Okay. Oh, that's all right, right? Okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
Hi, Terry.
She said she loves her chairs.
They're
They're custom.
custom built chairs. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Gray Wolf. Hi, Donna. Hi, Lori Carp. Lori, I do not know what is going on with my channel, but you had left a comment here a while back. And it is, every time I try to click on your comment, it says that comment is no longer available. But it's still there, it stays there. Usually, like if I delete one or if I turn one in or something, it's usually,
Deletes it, it goes away.
It goes away after an hour or two. But the one that you left has been on my channel for like a month now, but it won't let me send you a reply or nothing. I don't know what the deal is with it.
And she sent us an email saying that she thinks she's blocked from your channel.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to figure it out.
So if anybody can tell us how to figure that out, that'd be great.
Yeah.
You want to share with me?
Do I want to share with you?
Yeah.
No.
So we're really hoping to have this house done. We were hoping this weekend, but that probably won't happen because we still have a lot of work to do in the kitchen. We still have to paint all the doors. Donna, we got about 5 or 6 inches probably.
I'd say close to 6 inches. the sun come out today and it seems to have melted a lot off.
Yep. There's not a bunch on the truck now. Yeah, when
So-
we signed up for this job, we didn't think it would be this much work
Oh,
or take this long. Actually, it's probably taken so long because we would have 5 gallons of paint, and then that would give us a couple hours of work, and we'd run out of paint and have to call them to bring us more paint. And we're like, hey, we're gonna need this much more paint, and they'd bring us one more 5-gallon bucket of paint. And so we had a few more hours of work, and yeah.
yeah, there's been multiple days we've been here and worked for like 2 hours and ran out of paint, so there wasn't nothing else to do.
Brenda, we're just painting this house.
We're remodeling, or this, a friend of mine got the contract to do all the mud and tape and bed tape and texture on the
Patching
on the
holes
house.
and stuff like that.
He also put in a bid on painting the inside of the house. Well, when he got done with the texture and everything, there was some stuff come up in his life that he wasn't able to do the painting. So he asked me to come over and talk to him and see if we could do the painting. And so we did. And whenever I put the bid in, we just bid it as labor. We didn't, it's all supplies are supplied by the owner. And so I guess I don't know what his deal was, if he's just kind of cheaping out or what, but he only wanted to buy 5-gallon bucket of paint or 5-gallon bucket of paint at a time. And,
Which has really slowed us down, or we probably would have been done already.
Yeah.
And had we been done already, since they opened up that shelter for the homeless while it's cold, we probably would have been there every day cooking for them, at least one meal a day. We got word earlier that they are going to keep it open through Monday, I think is what she said. And so we're gonna go serve dinner again on Sunday night. I bet you Steven would know how, but no, we haven't asked yet.
Oh, I never even, no. It's not something that I've really put a lot of effort into right now because we've been busy doing other things, but yeah, that's definitely something I need to ask him.
And then between having this job and then working, like keeping the animals warm and watered and stuff during this cold weather, it's been a really busy week. Yeah.
Very busy.
We had to use 4-wheel drive to get out of our driveway yesterday and today.
Yeah. I'm afraid with the snow sitting there soaking in real good, it's probably going to be that way for a while.
Yeah, only it's gonna be mud instead of snow. Hey, John and Sherry.
Hey, John and Sherry.
We put gravel on our driveway a couple of years ago.
Well, a little over a year ago.
A little over a year ago. You can't even tell. Hey, Devin, how are you? So the gravel did make a difference, even though you can't see it. It still gives us like a good run and start because our driveway is not straight and our house is probably 500 or 600 foot off the road. Yeah. So it's quite a trek to get out of the driveway. It's a good thing we have 4-wheel drive because I used to have a Ford Fiesta and trying to get it up the hill in the mud did not work.
Guys, I really don't even know what we're going to do tonight. We kicked around a couple of different ideas and then we decided to stay here and work on this house late. And so now we're on our phone and
Positive note, at least it's quiet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really know what we're gonna talk about. We're almost at dinner already. We've got a few grapes left and a kiwi we can split. Game night? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Except, oh, John and Sherry missed it. We're still at the house that we're working on. So the kids are at home, and so is dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can watch y'all work.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You already washed the paintbrushes.
I already washed all the paintbrushes and everything, because once this is over, we're going home. But.
We can take y'all on a road trip.
I'm ready for a cup of coffee. I know that.
Hey, Belinda and
Hey,
Chuck, how are
Belinda
y'all
and Chuck.
doing? Y'all do us a favor and don't forget to hit that like button.
Yeah.
Or like Mr. Bala would say, make the like button an ice cream, but it's not ice cream. Or and then drop it on the floor. Then sorry. Awesome, we're going for a drive soon. The roads are still pretty awful.
Yeah, y'all probably wouldn't be able to stand it in the truck, because these roads got so much ice and snow on them. They're rough.
Anybody with vertigo would get sick. Hey, Beverly, how are you? I'm not even sure what to talk about. Usually we kind of have a plan. Hey, Scott. Yeah, we'll be careful on the roads. This morning when we drove in, it was almost like driving on an ice rink. And it's funny because like even on the highway, hey Donna, even on the highway, you couldn't even see where the road ended or began and the shoulder ended or began. Yeah. And we're like, what the heck? Why haven't they plowed this? I don't know. Because you can tell it hadn't been plowed.
One of the major thoroughfares through here is Highway 177.
Hey, Debbie.
Hey, Debbie. Highway 177. And, you know, you would think that being one of the major thoroughfares, that it would be taken care of a little better than it has. Mm-hmm. They haven't touched it. It's just, you know how it goes whenever you get 6 inches of snow and everybody's driving on it and they pack it all down and then it refreezes overnight. It's just a skating rink.
Yeah. With a little bit of white fluffy stuff on top.
Oh.
Hey, Leanne.
You just got a question.
Was that a question, Scott?
Or something.
How you make the best pain reliever in the world?
Oh.
Maybe that's what he was saying. We should talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at talking about my own stuff.
Yeah, I know, me either. What Scott is referring to is the comfrey salve that I make. And I learned about it through the Lost Book of Herbal Remedies. And comfrey is a natural pain reliever. Did we catch our chicken? No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Still never caught her. And she was still there yesterday.
Yeah, we threw her some bread and some grapes. For those of y'all that don't know, one of our chickens, when we went to the church to prepare the meal for Wednesday, one of our chickens was in the back of the truck and we didn't know she was there until we got to the church and she hopped out.
Did you say hi to Big Matt? I didn't
know he was
Big
Matt just come in, I think. So, hello, Big Matt. Hey, Donna Lawson. The comfrey salve is like comfrey's a natural pain reliever, and it's really awesome stuff. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Hey, Jesse. Ooh, their unboxing video that we sent them is gonna come up.
Oh, awesome.
Y'all go check out Jesse and Lisa. I'm sure that they'll have some really great content coming out when they head to Canada in the springtime.
By the way, Donna at A Little Southern Brothers wanted to offer you our deepest condolences.
Absolutely. Wiley just
we've been busy and really haven't been on a whole lot the last couple of days other than our normal lives.
And all of our extra lives. No.
I think it was just this morning it popped up I opened my phone and
he was like, "Oh my gosh, did you hear?" And so we just want to give our condolences, y'all, for the Baldwin family. Well,
Yeah,
I guess
everybody.
it'd be Pa, but
Yeah.
the whole Baldwin, everybody in that family. Yeah. Anybody got any questions?
Help us out here. Give us something to talk about, guys.
Yeah, help.
So the funny thing is with this house that we're working on, we're actually sitting right in front of, this house has settled so much. The foundation, I guess, is so bad under this house that right here on this wall used to be about a 2-inch wide crack. We have patched so much stuff on this house. It is unreal.
Yeah.
And
I mean, if we owned it, we would be fixing the actual problems, not just covering them up, but we're getting paid to do a job.
did you
So,
see what Lisa said?
let's see. Okay. So Jesse asked, how did the feeding go last night? And it went great.
It went great.
Everybody loves the meatloaf.
Yep.
And we're going to go back again on Sunday and cook another meal.
Yeah, they decided to extend it from, they was originally going to just go through Friday, I think.
Yeah.
And they decided now, because the temperatures are still going to get down so cold at night, that they're going to extend it through Monday. So we'll be feeding again Sunday night.
Yep. We don't know what we're going to cook yet, but let's see. Jesse, Lisa, the sugar scrub, you just use it like you can use it on your whole body.
You can eat it too.
Yeah. I can't keep it in the bathroom, like, because I use it to wash my face, or you can wash your hands with it, and it just makes your skin really soft. It exfoliates and it moisturizes. And I can't keep it because the kids will go in there and eat it. And so you can use it to like shave your legs, and you'll have the smoothest legs ever. You just use a little bit of it and rub it on your hands and wherever else you want to be soft and smooth. How about the Bengals? I don't know, Leanne. What's on the menu for Wednesday?
We don't know yet.
We haven't got the sale ad from the grocery store yet.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
We don't know.
It'll probably come tomorrow.
Sunday night, everybody last night kept talking about beans and rice. So I was thinking about doing some beans and rice Sunday night, but I'm not.
But
They have a ton of donated food, and none of it was beans and rice. So I don't know. We might not do. I don't know. We really.
my
don't
thing
know.
is that beans take a long time to cook.
Not in your pressure cooker.
Yeah, you're right. So we're gonna cook a meal Sunday. We cooked one Wednesday, and then
We cooked 2 Wednesday.
we cooked 2 Wednesday. One was served Thursday, and then we'll cook another one this Sunday, and then Wednesday again. So I don't know. It depends on what's on sale. I know pork roasts are on sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think roast and chops. What?
Yeah. Mhm. Let's see. Hey, Rebecca Davis. I'm just scrolling through comments. Donna Lawson, didn't folks ask for beans and rice? Yes, they did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did. That's what I just said.
I wish I could have showed you last night the kitchen there. It's not any better than our kitchen at home, except they have 2 stoves.
Yeah.
They have 2 stoves, but they're electric stoves.
Yeah, they have
and
2
I don't like to
electric
cook on
cookstoves.
electric stoves. We cook with gas.
Their sink is smaller than our sink at home.
Yeah. And they don't have pots and pans. They're very limited on like their serving ware, their spoons.
Oh no, I
and
found a
stuff.
drawer that was full of serving utensils.
Okay, all right.
So, yeah.
So they have that. But the amount of stuff that we would have to pack up and take there to be able to prepare the meal, and then we'd be better off packing up the dirty dishes and taking them home to clean because it'd be easier. They have like a small hot water tank, so we'd run out of hot water before we even got done doing dishes.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Are they supplying food for you? Or food or are you?
The community market here in Shawnee is
Which is our local food bank.
the food bank.
They provided all the stuff for the meal that we served on Thursday.
Yesterday, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all the stuff that's provided that's all the stuff that's in their freezers there come from community.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And so hopefully they'll still have some of that left for us to use. Otherwise, we'll be buying it.
they're
We'll be buying
supplying them.
ingredients.
They're supplying the food for this other church, basically.
Yeah.
So,
And if not, it's Terry gave us a bunch of rice and beans, I think,
Yeah.
a while back. So we'd have most of what we needed, I think.
mainly, I think, from what I've seen in their freezers while we was over there, it's mostly chicken. And from what I'm understanding is there's a lot of people already griping because they've already tired of chicken.
They've already tried so much chicken. I mean, we don't like to eat. I mean, we like to change it up, and so we don't want to eat chicken for a week straight.
Yeah.
I
No.
mean, there's only so many things you can do with chicken. Lisa's caused her to bounce off the wall. Oh, Jen, how about if I don't shave my legs? I mean, it's winter time. You need the insulation, right? Let's see. Stuffed baked potatoes might be good.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'm like, how long would it take to make
Bake all the potatoes.
50 baked potatoes? That's the thing. It's like we could have gotten spoiled cooking at the church that lets us use their kitchen because it's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, we could easily prepare a meal for a few hundred people at one time in a few hours.
Right.
At that church. At this other place that they opened up for the warming station, it's not equipped for that. I mean, you can cook a meal for a large family in a couple hours. So I'm really, really glad that the meatloaf and mashed potatoes that we made for last night's meal, we made at the other church.
We decided to do it at the other church, yeah.
So, yeah. Maybe Emmanuel would let us come in and cook a meal on Saturday.
They would, or even Sunday. Well, no.
Sunday
not
they probably have
right.
services. We'd be disrupting their normal stuff. Everybody's just calling and saying hello. If your heart is wanting to help Jen and Wiley feed folks, here's our PayPal. Oh, thanks, Scott. Yep, every dollar counts and helps. And we try to be very wise with the money that is entrusted to us.
Just like she said a while ago, it's whatever's on sale at Fire Lake this week is what's going to determine on what we cook Wednesday for the meal.
That's why we generally don't have like a meal plan as far as like, you know, it would be nice to be able to be like, oh, well, this Wednesday we're going to make this and have it planned out for the whole month. But we don't really have that option because we try to base it off of what's on sale. Like, you know, when chicken's on sale, we don't want to buy enough chicken to make all 4 meals. We want to be able to switch it up. So every dollar counts, and we try to be very wise with how we spend it to get the most bang for our buck and stretch it as far as we can. Bye, Devin. By the way, Devin at Our New Land is going to be our sponsor for this week's meal. This week coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and Roberta.
Roberta, yeah.
Roberta has at Roberta's Artistic Adventures has actually sponsored the last 2 weeks' meals. Yeah. Whoop, it jumped. The chat jumped, guys. See you, Jody. Oh, I don't know if I can do that on here. No, I can't.
What?
Oh, John and Sherry, he's like, oh, I forgot I wasn't a mod. I'll have to change that. I just can't do it on here. Let's see. Bye, Brenda. Donna. Donna was saying bye to Brenda. Hey, Jilly, how are you? Did you ever get your package? Hey, Roberta, we were just talking about you. Y'all, nobody tell her we were saying bad things. Oh, gosh. Ow. Jesse said he'd like to sponsor a hairnet for Wiley's beard. Mike should do that. Mike should do that.
Whoa.
Make sure it's like, pop it. So, yeah.
Yeah, hey, there you go.
Yeah, that works.
They might,
You probably have to scroll
yeah.
back
Who
up.
was it?
John and Sherry. Yeah.
Add moderator?
Yeah. You've been wrenched.
Awesome.
No problem, Leanne. Is your favorite Aussie Daz? There's lots of Aussies that we like to watch.
Yeah.
So if anybody in here hasn't noticed already, or we haven't already told you. Oh, I was trying to read a comment. Oh. Was Lila on Scott's live today? We missed it.
Oh, man.
Oh, we'll have to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Because we were busy working today, and so there wasn't any procrastination.
She's a slave driver
Maybe.
and wouldn't let me take the time.
Hey, Tiny Tim, how are you? If y'all haven't already, please don't forget to hit the like button.
You ask. I do that all the time.
I lost.
You lost? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We missed it. It's okay. We can go back and watch the replay. Oh gosh, Scott.
What is that?
Check our PayPal.
Oh Lord.
Thank you, Scott. Let's see. Oh, she was on there for like 2 seconds, but she lost connection and disappeared. But she conquered her fear and was on Scott's live today for a bit. Oh, that's great. Wow, guys, thanks. Thank you, Lisa and Scott. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
So between the two of you, you'll be sponsoring next week's meal.
It's like almost 2 weeks from now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we very much appreciate it. You
We
guys are
truthfully could not do, now that we've got grown as much as we have, we couldn't do it without you guys.
Yeah, it wasn't,
When we first started and we was
hey, Cuppies
feeding,
Crochet.
when we first started and we was feeding 20, 30 people, it wasn't
was
that big of
doable.
a deal, but
Now we're serving like 100 plates a week.
Yeah.
And so that's a lot of mouths to feed. Oh, thanks, Scott.
Yeah.
I'm cold in here. The heater's on, but I think we turned it down earlier because we were working.
Did we? No. We didn't.
You did.
No.
Oh. You guys deserve everything positive, Jen and Wiley. You are such real, honest folks. You are both truly a blessing to a lot of folks. Thanks. We try. We feel like it's what God is calling us to do. I keep getting notifications on my phone. Yeah, I need to lean on you. My back hurts.
Now you're making my back hurt.
I just need to share the love or the pain, whatever. Hey, Dawn, Hat Creek, how are you? Yeah, so we are getting close to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we didn't think we'd ever get there. Like,
We wasn't even, yeah. I
we
mean,
didn't think we'd ever get close to 1,000 when we started our channel. And now we're almost at 1,000. I haven't checked it in the last day or two to see how close we are, but we were at we need less than 30 subscribers, I think, to get to 1,000. But hey, Rochelle, how are you? Did y'all pick out a name for that puppy? We still need 2,100 watch hours.
although over the last few days, we've accumulated quite a few.
150 or 200 watch hours in the last week or whatever.
We must have lost some then, Scott, because that was, he said 970.
Yeah.
They've done their thing then because we was over that. But
yeah. Yep, and we're not.
No, not yet.
We're not too worried about getting to the 1,000 subscribers because we're more likely to get to 1,000 before we get our watch hours.
Yeah,
because we're so far off. By the way, Leanne at Mennonite Farmhouse needs watch hours. I know that Black's Tropical Homestead needs watch hours, and I want to say there was somebody else that was getting really close.
Who was it? Well, we all know Troy don't need watch hours. And did they ever reach their goal? Did they ever reach 1,000? Did they?
Yep, I believe so. So yeah, we'd totally trade you, Scott. Everyone needs watch hours, yeah. Wiley's there's no lights in this house because all the light fixtures and stuff have been taken out for now. Yeah, except Scott. Whoa, that's way too bright. In the wrong spot. Oh, point it up towards the ceiling.
That's what I was.
Okay. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Until you lean forward.
Yeah, don't do that. Okay. Wiley's over there trying to work the work light and it's blinding me. Oh, he blinded himself. Hey, Swarmstead, Bruce, how are y'all doing? Scott says he doesn't need watch hours. Oh, Yogi Hollow needs 400 or 300 hours.
Wow.
And they're almost to 1,000 too, I think.
Wow.
The last time I checked, she was close to 1,000. I think she's being raptured. I know, we outdid you yesterday, Scott. We were going for crazy days.
Did Scott ever even come in? Oh yeah, he was there, wasn't he? That's right.
Yep. Yeah, he must have heard us talking bad about it and then he showed up.
What was it, 8.5 hours?
Yeah, 8.5 hours.
It wasn't yesterday, it was Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah. That's crazy.
Oh my Lord.
I'm tired. Oh, Hat Creek is, Dawn is 3 friends away from 700.
Awesome.
Y'all go get her to 300,
Yeah.
or go get her to 700. Leanne needs less than 1,000 watch hours now. That's great.
Good, good.
You're way ahead of us. Hey, Eric, how are you? Oh, I was trying to close a notification and then I almost closed the chat and started the live stream instead.
So like we said, guys, to everybody that come in here, has come in here since we said it, we really just didn't have a lot. We started working on the house today. We're remodeling the house for some guys, and we started working on it today. And
Hey, Josh at Skinner Farms.
we really didn't have a game plan by the time we had got started on our live today. So, I mean, if you guys have any questions, anything, let us know. Help us out.
Yeah, help us keep this going because my brain's already tired.
Yeah, I'm tired. She's tired, and
we're not really good at talking about ourselves.
Hey, Daz, we was just talking about you a while ago.
Yeah, one of our favorite Aussie friends. So yeah.
Anyway, we didn't have a whole lot to talk about, so.
Nope, we just, hey Bex.
Bex.
1959, hello. When was Rochelle's birthday? Same day as Scott's.
It was,
Can't remember what actual day it was.
I don't remember either.
Oh, thanks, John and Sherry. Much appreciated.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, thank you. I mean, probably not the best live to be sharing because we don't really have anything to do, but to talk about. What is your next major woodworking project going to be? I don't know. We done this deal to go to the Okie Homesteading Expo. And so I had big ideas that I was going to do to try to get some, I guess, bigger pieces to take with us. And then we got to thinking about it. And, most people's going to be driving. I mean,
kind of a long way.
A long way. And I'm sure not everybody's going to be driving a pickup. So, if we do anything big, we're probably not going to be able to do anything, nobody's going to want it because they can't take it home with them.
Yeah.
So now I've kind of put myself into, I have a cedar chest I'm building, I'm working on. I may cut down the size of that just a little bit now. But,
and with it being wintertime, when we built our shop over the summer, we were so happy to have a place with a roof so that when it was raining, we could still be outside working and we could be like in the shade when it was really hot. And now it's not working out so good because it's only 3-sided and it doesn't have a front. And so the north wind just comes and blows right in it and it's really cold. And you can't like polyurethane anything under a certain temperature, like 50 degrees or something.
So we can't keep it warm.
Yeah.
While we're doing the polyurethane.
We will build some bigger stuff.
I may have a couple things, but I'm just not going to go as all out as I thought I was going to. But the cedar chest, I'm really kicking around the idea of doing what is it called? The raffle.
Yeah, we want to do a raffle.
I'm thinking about doing a raffle with the cedar chest and just sell tickets to the raffle and see how many people would be interested in doing something like that. I mainly wanted to focus on Jen stuff as far as the salves and all that. I'm going to have some wood things, probably a couple birdhouses, a couple of serving trays. Been working on a few sets of cup holders, or what do you call them?
Coasters.
Coasters.
Mm-hmm.
A few sets of coasters.
I've been working on trying to make a lot of soap, different kinds of soap. But then with this weather, like some of my supplies haven't come in. They're being delayed because of the weather. Yeah, rolling pins.
Yeah, probably a couple rolling pins.
And our space, like we'll be driving our truck, so we can put stuff in the back of the truck. And all we have is like a little 2-horse trailer. So we're going to be limited as to how much stuff we can take. Yeah, a raffle would bring in a lot of money for your family's needs, especially if you raffle off that table.
I was actually wanting to build one of the tables and take with us, and that's one of the things I kind of kicked out because of it being such a big piece. It's going to limit how many people would be interested in it.
Leanne, it wouldn't be called a raffle, it would be a fundraiser because we are a nonprofit. So yeah, I know that there's certain requirements that come to doing raffles, and so it would be a fundraiser.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what it was called anyway.
Yeah. See, and Wiley has wanted to do cutting boards, but the saw that we have just doesn't cut precise enough to get it perfect. But I mean, we could just do like solid wood cutting boards that aren't like cool and striped and
yeah, it's to be able to layer cutting boards to make them look really cool. I need I don't know why the heck I can't ever think of the name of it. Not a planer, but a
joiner.
Mm-hmm. So I need a joiner, and to be able to get the boards to lay together smoothly, and I don't have one, and it's not going to be in the budget for a long time. So,
so we're just kind of doing what we can with what we have.
And what worries me is with the cedar, the way cedar is that big of a piece is going to warp. It's not going to stay flat if you just cut one piece, make it a one-piece cutting board. So I really want to get into stuff like that, but as of right now, it's just not possible.
Yeah, it'd be awesome, but right now we don't have the tools to do it.
I really want to get into the, what is the stuff you pour?
Epoxy.
Epoxy.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Doing epoxy stuff. But that's another thing that's not in our budget. That stuff is expensive.
And I know we're like, man, we could spend $100 on epoxy, and if we mess it up, that's an expensive mistake.
Yeah, because not knowing what we're doing, and if we mess it up, yeah, it's going to be too much. But I mean, I know that if we buy it and figure it out, that stuff sells really good. But as of right now, this stuff's not worth taking that chance and spending that money for us. So
hopefully we'll make our money back off of the booth rental at the Okie Homesteading Expo, because about a month later in April is the Old Chicken Barn sale, which is a huge sale. We did really good at it last year.
People from all over the United States bring stuff as vendors to this sale. Mm-hmm. And it is amazing. They do it twice a year, and last year we done pretty good.
Last spring we did pretty good at it.
So yeah, hopefully we can do good enough at the Homesteading Expo to be able to enter to pay for a booth rental.
It's $125 for the booth rental there. And then they have in the fall, I think, there is a Fair of the Heart, which is a craft fair in Oklahoma City. It's over $400 for a booth there. But we've heard that vendors usually do well, but I'm like, that's a lot of money. So
we was talking about doing it last year, but there was just absolutely no way. I mean, we couldn't even come close.
We would have had to not pay the tractor payment so we could go to that. And we need the tractor more. So Wiley, do you use slabs of wood or just put woods together and cut from there?
Well, that's what we was just talking about. I don't know where that come into play at, but
cutting boards, rolling pins, benches.
I just use slabs because I don't have the right equipment to cut the boards and put them together.
Rochelle says she wants waffle tickets.
Waffle tickets.
Let's see. I want waffle tickets too. Make some turkey calls. Hey, Lampkin family.
I'm gonna have to look into that. I've actually thought about it.
Oh, to do the ones that you rub? Is that what you're talking about? No.
Well,
what are those? There's
Yeah.
ones that you can like,
Yeah, you can rub them, but
okay,
I mean, they have them, there's tons of different,
yeah.
there's ones you just blow in.
How much is a joiner and planer? I don't even know.
Scott, the ones I've been looking at used, I can probably pick one up for $300 to $500.
Hey, Wicked Chickens.
Used that's on Marketplace around here. I've looked into buying new ones and they're just way out there. I mean, I'm sure you could probably buy a cheap one. Like just a planer is about $600. I haven't even really seen any new joiners, but I'm gonna have to look and, I'm gonna look around. But
Leanne, we do make small shelves. And we took several of them to the Sulphur meetup. And Debbie, we are Garden Gals, actually bought one.
those shelves you're talking about that go on top of the wooden stove or the cook stoves, I have not built one of those yet, but that's one of the things I'm gonna try this year is, I know I can do it.
I could use one of those because then there wouldn't be stuff that would fall behind the stove.
Yeah. No, this goes over the burners.
Over the burner.
The little, got the little handle.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking it was like one that went over the back of the stove.
No, we need one of those bad.
Yeah,
that's just a board.
I dropped the coffee behind the stove, or knocked the coffee behind the stove not too long ago, and we had to move the whole stove because we were.
The thing about it is, though, is I ran out of coffee, and we had some because we didn't get it out of it. But no, I really want to do some of those. I can't remember what they're called. They have a name for them, but no, I really want to do some of them.
Hey, Jeff and Tammy at the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Y'all's channel name's so funny. So many cool ideas, but the dollars to commit is a worry. Yeah, and it's about I think he's talking about the fees to rent a room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. At 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, go to Dogman Homestead. He's taking donations to get Mama V at Possum Run Homestead a new generator. Oh, that's great. Is she?
Awesome.
I'm assuming since she needs a new generator, hers isn't working.
I assume so.
We met Mama V in Sulphur, and I stood there and talked to her for a while. Yeah, a waffle fundraiser. Yeah. I've seen lots of people make turkey call boxes.
I've never been a turkey hunter, so.
Oh, Wiley's Joiner / Planer Fund plus the Okie Homesteading Fund.
Thanks, Scott.
We bid this job, and we asked for half up front and then half be due when we finish. And half of what we got up front went to tools.
Went to tools to be able to do it. The spray rig to paint the house, the air compressor.
We got an air compressor, which we really needed.
I needed an air compressor. Yeah, our air compressor quit. I found at Harbor Freight. I found one on sale first of last year.
And it was just a little one.
For like $20 at Christmas time. It was a Black Friday special, and I was like $20, so I bought it. And it was just one of the little tiny ones, like 3 gallon, I think, 2 or 3 gallon. And we used the crap out of it and burned it up.
Yeah.
So we really needed a good air compressor. So I think I did probably splurge a little bit on the air compressor we bought, simply because it is going to be something we need in our shop big time.
Because when we're doing woodwork, there's a lot of times you need air to blow stuff off, like blow out the dust and things like that.
I've got a lot of air tools that we haven't.
Our other air compressor couldn't keep
run.
up with. So yeah, we spent half of that money that we got up front on tools. But it's a good investment. It'll last a long time. So start out filling cracks with baking soda and super glue and color dye and clear epoxy, and then start dyeing your epoxy later. That's not a bad idea. I think Sulfur Meetup is going to be in May.
Oh, really?
Ooh, that would be
Awesome.
nice.
Yeah.
For my birthday. I like waffle tickets, Scott says. I gotta go farmer's home. Bye, Leanne, if you're still even in
Yeah,
here.
if you're still even in
Because we're
here.
probably way behind. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
We'll have to get Leanne to make the waffle tickets.
Yeah.
Live edge tables sell very high and looks amazing. Yes.
Yeah, like I said, it was just one of those deals.
Thanks for subscribing, Bex.
Awesome, thank you. It was one of those deals to where we just really decided it's going to limit how many people or how do I say that? It's going to like
I don't know.
you want to taking something like that, you're going to want to get it people the biggest audience you can interested in it. And you're going to limit yourself so much to how many, who's going to be interested in buying a bigger table. So we wanted to stay away from stuff like that. I really, really wanted to build a table like we built ourselves and take up there. But I think that was just going to be I don't think it would have been a good.
It took us a whole
idea.
week to build that table.
Yeah. And on top of that, we got this job. When we first started talking about going to the Okie Homesteading Expo, we was thinking, well, we're going to have plenty of time to build whatever we want, or whatever. And then we get this job and the weather, and now I'm like, I don't know what I even have time to do.
So it's going to be a whole lot of whatever we get done between now and then.
Just pretty much whatever I get done between now and then. Yeah.
Oh, check our PayPal again. Oh my goodness. I have wood for live edge hot plates, big, medium, and small. Do a video on it, Scott. Hey guys, I just shared your channel out. Want you guys to get that 1K. We'll be watching you all your videos. Help watch ours. Thanks, John and Sherry. Yeah, we agree. Live edge everything is awesome. But it doesn't we made some really awesome live edge tables last year, and it took a while for them to sell. And we felt like our price point was really reasonable compared to other prices that we were seeing at the flea markets and craft fairs and stuff that we were going to. Ours was less, we felt like ours was very fairly priced, and it still took a long time to sell them.
What?
What are you looking at me for that for? Lisa's message?
Oh, yeah, I mean.
Oh my goodness, thank you, Lisa. 971 subscribers, woohoo!
What was you talking about that we couldn't sell?
Our live edge tables.
Oh, yeah.
We had that really cool seating.
I had one that was amazing. I don't know if anybody's ever even seen it on anything, but I built one that was gorgeous. My uncle fell in love with it, and I wound up having to sell it to him for like $100 just so we wouldn't tear it up.
Well,
somebody tore it up.
It had 3 shelves on it, and so it had a big shelf on the top, and then the I don't know. Can you find it on your phone?
That's what I was.
It's on our Facebook. And so the way that it was designed was really, really neat. But one day when we were packing up to leave, I was hollering at the kids, so I was walking, but I was not watching where I was going, and I stepped on the corner of the bottom shelf and broke it off. So that was no way.
Don't let me open it up.
I won't let you open it up. Go on to our pictures. You're on Etsy, you're not on Facebook.
I know, but that was the easiest way to find it. I knew it was there.
Tiny Chin says Grizzly Tools sell a 6-inch joiners, $300 to $575. Is that what you need?
Grizzly? I had no idea Grizzly sold them for that kind of price, but yeah, that's exactly what I need.
A 6-inch?
I don't care.
John and Sherry are great. You're right, Scott.
Yeah, really, I mean, a 6-inch would work great.
Read Lisa's message. Did I miss it? Is it
Oh,
up above?
no.
Is it down below? Is it?
Who said that?
Scott did. Dad says, I'm doing community news, milestones, and birthdays on my fortnightly streams now. We'll shout how close you are to 1K and tomorrow night. How are your hours? Or how are you for hours? I missed that. Dad, sadly, we need like over 2,000 watch hours.
Yeah, we need a lot of watch.
So yeah, we need a lot. Yep, a good investment is like 5 air compressors. Yeah. I'm scrolling through. Ow, my back hurts from sitting here. Just so y'all know, these 5-gallon buckets aren't as comfortable as they look. Ugh. You having a hard time finding it there?
No, that's what I was.
There's one picture of it, but it's not the greatest picture.
I don't know if I can get y'all to see it or not, but it's not the greatest picture. I don't know how.
I don't know if you can see it, but there's a big shelf right here, and then there's like a medium shelf here, or like a shelf that's halfway down it, and then this little one down here on the. Oh,
Whoop,
changed
you're
it.
pushing buttons.
The one on the bottom
Let me
is
see
the
if
one
I
I
can find
broke.
that better picture.
But it's so funny because when we made that, we found we were cutting down cedar trees on our property, and oh, that's a better picture. Go over a little more. Yeah. So that little shelf. Let me see if I can do it without touching it this time. Over here on the bottom is the one I broke off.
Yeah.
But what's really neat is if he keeps scrolling, I bet he'll find it. But that was a cedar tree off of our property. And when we took the bark off, the worms had made, like, they make trails in the wood. Well, they had made little cross shapes everywhere on it. So it had like little crosses all over it.
Oh,
Bye,
I bet you can't see them, but the natural wormholes in the wood was little crosses all over. You probably can't tell that they're crosses, but those little white marks running up and down right there, each one of those was a little cross.
It was so neat.
It was amazing. See if I can scroll.
Jesse says live edge hurts if you were sliding down the tree. Live edge hot plate here goes for $60 to $100. That's crazy. Small ones go for $40.
So anyway, that table was actually took a lot of work. I mean, and like I said, everybody commented on how beautiful it was, you know, but I think that's another one of those things. It was
Welcome back, Jody.
It was something that was kind of, it would take somebody special that was looking for that in particular to want to buy and take home.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just something that wouldn't sell. And like I said,
it was something that everybody loved, but it didn't really go with anybody's house, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Everybody called it the bacon table because I didn't know if you noticed it, but on the top shelf, it looked like a big slab of bacon sitting up there because just the way cedar is, it was beautiful.
It's another item you can waffle out. It's too ornate.
Ornate, yes.
Yeah, probably.
I believe so. But it was just one of them deals. We was cutting trees down on the property, and I cut this tree, and
like how he like acted out.
I cut another section, and it was laying on the ground, and I was like,
Hey, that would be cool as a table.
No, I mean, I'm like, I'm going to set this to the side because this piece was of the stump, or trunk, or whatever you want to call it. Just the way it was built, it was beautiful. And there was something in my mind saying, hey, I can do something with that. So anyway, I set it to the side and I was like, I'm going to try to do something with that, later on. And then one day I walked by it and I was like, hey, that would make an awesome table. So let's do that. So I did. And anyway.
And Beth 1959 says they can't talk without their hands. I have a hard time doing it too. My hands are just usually off camera.
It's funny because I don't know how many times I've been talking and slinging my hand around and be like, whoop.
Jesse said, how was that, Wiley? Show us how you cut that tree again. So we were pulling up stumps from cedar trees, and we pulled up one that was really neat. And so we took the pressure washer and we cleaned it off and we debarked it. And one of these days, it might be really awesome. Like, we want to kind of turn it into a lamp or something. Bye, Dad. Thanks for coming.
I think it'll make an awesome lamp.
Yeah, we think it'd make a really cool lamp. So let's see if we ever get around to making it into a lamp.
A lot of times that's what I do is I'll just see a piece laying there, and it's kind of like, I mean, as weird as it sounds, they kind of talk to me, and I'll look at it, and I might not see anything for, a month, but then the next day I'll walk by and I'll look at it and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's what that needs to be.
Yeah. Jody said you're going to knock me out talking with your hands. My dad used to tell me and my sisters to sit on our hands instead of be quiet. I tell our kids to sit on their hands when they won't leave each other alone. And we're in the vehicle and we're in a car or something. I'm like, you guys, they're like, she's touching me or he's touching me. I'm like, y'all sit on your hands and be quiet. Oh.
But believe it or not, I don't know how, I mean, I know I'm going to bring a bunch up there, but the best selling thing that we had at the chicken barn sale last year and everywhere else we went. I mean, even whenever we were sitting on the side of the road down in Asher, we was at the flea market up here.
Mm-hmm.
The best selling thing I had was just raw wood.
Raw wood slabs.
I would take them cedars and slab them up. And I would just take all kinds of pieces, some of them was 7 or 8 foot long. Some of them was just little pieces. And we sold a ton of that stuff. Of course, I was selling it too cheap. I mean, but most of it was just, stuff.
When it's a free log and it takes you 10 minutes to cut it up.
But if you think about it, I mean, we were selling them for I was selling the little short ones for like $5 a piece, and people was buying them as fast as we could put them out. And you think about it, a little short log like that, you've got a whole tree, and it don't take me an hour to slab one of them up.
Mm-hmm.
You piece that tree into $5 bills. How many $5 bills are you going to get out of it?
Jody, we are going to be cooking dinner again on Sunday.
Yeah.
At that other church. We don't know what we're making yet. Probably chicken and rice, or not chicken and rice, rice and beans.
Rice and beans, yeah.
Because that's what everybody was asking for.
So I'll probably have a lot of just.
And really, wood slabs has been one of our best sellers on Etsy too.
Yeah. We started that Etsy store, and we've sold quite a few of those so far.
Mm-hmm. Except we haven't. We've had to learn. Etsy's kind of a finicky character.
Wow, yeah.
Because if it's over like a certain amount of feet or inches, then like UPS will charge like a oversized package fee. And so like the shipping on a large board is like $50-$60, which isn't too bad. But then they add on an $82 fee for
Yeah.
it being big. And that's where we've had to like tell people a couple times that I'm sorry, we can't ship anything that big. So we've had to adjust our Etsy store to where now we can only sell like 6.5 foot or less. Is that right?
Yeah, I think it's less than 7 foot.
Because otherwise, it costs more to ship it than they're paying for it.
And Etsy's
So-
fees are like ridiculous. I mean, they charge you 10%, or I don't even know what the percentages
They
are.
charge you a fee to list it, every single item. Every time something sells, you get charged a fee. And then they charge you like 10% of whatever the sale price was. And then they charge you another 10% for whatever the shipping costs and stuff. And so we've been using Pirate Ship. And we generally will send stuff off of Pirate Ship instead of using Etsy shipping, just to
Yep.
save a little extra money.
The only thing that Etsy don't really, their shipping is not outrageous on is her salves and
And soap and
Soaps
stuff, because
and
it's
stuff.
small. Shipping fees from FedEx is ridiculous. Etsy fees are goofy too, I'm guessing. Yeah. It's, yeah, Donna,
absolutely.
I completely agree. And there are times that we take time to rest, and then we also feel like, man, we could have gotten stuff done today if we didn't sleep in. Usually, we try to keep Sundays free of everything else. That's usually our day to rest and relax. And generally, we don't rest and relax. It's just we don't have a schedule. We don't have anything planned. And so it's more of what we want to do instead of what has to be done. And so that's why we decided that we'd serve on Sunday, is because that's the day that we don't have anything else planned.
Yeah.
And we can still sleep in. We won't be serving till dinner time.
And she said good night, so
Oh.
I'm assuming she's leaving too, so good night.
Good night, Donna. Jody is waiting on new soaps. Yes. I made some new oatmeal and honey soap. A few days. No. It's like a week or two ago.
So it should be,
I also made
Another couple
it's called like True and Lovely soap or something like that. And it's very simple, and it's also made for sensitive skin. So when I send you some, I'm gonna send you some of that too, Jody. Because it's supposed to be really good for sensitive skin also. If we get sick, the kids will take care of us.
right. That's gonna happen.
She said, if you get sick, who will take care of you?
That's what she wants, is oatmeal and honey.
I really like the oatmeal and honey.
Is that the one that smells really good too? Oh
Mhm.
man,
Yes.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's
The essential oil that I put in it was, what was it? Lemon balm and sage, I think.
yeah. Here's the deal as far as the Etsy store goes. I would, because of all the additional fees and everything through Etsy, if you guys are interested in something, please just email us. We can give you a better deal if you just email us and let us know what you want. I mean, I'll go ahead and leave the link for Etsy store, and that way you can kind of see what we have. And then, but please just email us instead of
We
ordering
can
it off
give
that
you a
store.
discount.
We can give you a discount. We can give you a whole lot better deal. So,
because then we don't have to make up for all of Etsy's fees. What we need to do, yes. Have you guys used it? Man, I love the cinnamon and sea salt soap. It's so awesome. I have more curing right now.
she actually done a cinnamon. Was it cinnamon and sea salt? Is the one that you
Did the hot process?
done the hot process
Mhm.
on? She done the hot process, and I'll tell you, I don't the hot processed soap is ugly.
It's
I
not
don't-
as pretty.
It
at all.
turned out great. We've been using it ourselves, but I don't want to sell it because it's ugly.
Yeah.
It's like it's a real, and they say that the hot process is a real rustic process, that it's a real rustic soap that comes out of it, and it is.
Uh-huh.
And
if you don't know, the difference between hot process and cold process is the saponification, the time it takes it to saponify. So the time it takes it for the lye to become neutral and be safe to use. Because if you use the cold process soap, or when I do the cold process soap, it has to cure for 4 to 6 weeks before it's neutral enough to use on your skin. If you use it too soon, it could irritate your skin because I guess it's too alkaline. The pH is too high. But with hot process soap, you can use it the next day because it basically cooks all the lye out of it, or it cooks it. I don't even know exactly how to explain it. It cooks it to where it neutralizes it immediately. But it, like I said, or like he said, it's not as pretty at all. Yeah. Jesse said, sell the ugly rustic soap with some of those live edge slabs. Yeah, I like the mocha and coffee soap too. I'm trying to make like a different, yeah, Jody, we'll still use the same PayPal account. I just might put up a different link for it so that it's not, that way we have our like feeding the hungry link or whatever, so it goes into separate, that way it's easier to do when it comes to taxes at the end of the year. So
I'm on our shop right now trying to figure out how to copy the link for the shop, but I don't know how. I think I'm gonna have to go on the actual web, and I don't know if it'll let me do that.
it's on our YouTube about page.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Our Etsy link is on our about page on YouTube. My hands are so cold. But yes, so what we really need to do, and I haven't gotten around to doing it yet because I have absolutely zero experience and life is crazy, so I don't have time to do research or whatever, but we do have a website for Altruistic Farmstead, and we can set up a store, but I don't know how to do it. And so we haven't done that yet. Tiny Tim says, sell that hot process soap under Mountain Man soap. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I should do. I should just make hot process soap and market it to men, and make the pretty soap and market it to women. Donna Lawson says she likes the look of the rustic soap.
You know, I didn't like it at all whenever she made it, but now we've actually been using it, and
I think
love it.
It almost seems like it lasts longer too.
Yeah.
It seems like it got harder faster and it lasts longer. Other than the process of making it and the time it takes to wait for the cold process to cure, there's not a whole lot of difference in the product other than how it looks. Thanks for sharing our link, Jesse. He shared our Etsy link.
Oh, I just did too.
Mod Father's ahead of you.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. He knows what he's doing. So yeah. I bought, I am almost out of containers for the salve.
Yeah.
So I had bought, I don't know, 48 of the 4-ounce ones and 24 of the 2-ounce ones, and because I wanted to make them to sell at the Okie Homesteading Expo, and I've been selling them on Etsy, and a lot of people have reached out and bought them, and we've also sent people samples and, you know, gifts and things like that, and now I'm almost out, so I need to order some more.
Yeah. And that's another reason why we're like spending as much time as we are here trying to finish this paint job up is because we both kind of need resupplied. I'm running really low on my sandpaper. I'm polyurethane, stuff like that. So
yeah, so materials to make stuff cost money. And right now, the beeswax that I'm using in my soaps and salves is beeswax that we rendered from the beehives that we had. And they are no more because all of our bees died in that winter storm we had last February.
Yep.
And we haven't had a chance to get more bees yet, but it's on the to-do list. So if anybody knows anybody who is thinning hives or splitting their hives, whatever that is called, let us know.
Yeah.
We'll go get us some more bees.
For y'all, those of y'all that don't know the story, whenever I was doing dirt work, we was doing a job in Oklahoma City one day and was cutting down some trees and they had beehives in them. And
he called me and he's like, "You're never gonna believe this."
So I just cut where the hive was. I went as far up the log as I could and cut it on both ends and just loaded it up. Now she went and got a bunch of beeswax or
the honeycomb
out of one of the trees, but there was two of them that I was able to cut the trees and load them on a trailer and actually bring the whole hive home. And that winter storm last year,
they did really good until we had that winter storm that was worse than this one this year. Yeah.
I think actually cold wise, I think it was about the same.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it lasted longer than this one has.
It's crazy because this weekend, this Saturday, it's going to be like 33 degrees. And next Saturday, it's supposed to be like 63 degrees. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I normally do unless it's just for a friend or, something. Or like I said, I mean, there's a lot of stuff though that I build that, I have a lot of stuff sitting at home right now that we've built that hasn't sold. And then, winter come along and none of the flea markets are going on. So, we still have a lot of stuff that we do that's kind of an investment for future sales. So we use a lot of stuff to get.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we've built that hasn't been for a particular person.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of where, we use up our supply and not selling anything. And then, yeah.
Yep, unfortunately.
But, we've had a few of the benches and stuff like that that's been ordered. And that's, whenever we do that, that's the way we do it. I at least get 50% up front.
Right.
And then.
Because it also keeps people from backing out. And something else that stinks is that I received a letter 2 months ago.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. I received a letter from the state of South Carolina about 2 months ago, November-ish, and stating that I am $17,000 behind on child support for Michael. And Michael has lived with me. So while I'm working on getting that straightened out, I've had to provide court records and school records and medical records and all of that kind of stuff. And I've submitted it to the state, but they are taking, I mailed it in December and they finally got it and entered it into their system, or showed that it had been received January 27th. So a month and a half later, they finally received it fortunately I sent it certified mail, but apparently that doesn't matter in their system. So it's going to take forever to get it worked out. And so they have a hold on any kind of income tax that I might get back. So I don't even know. I've already been through this once with their state, and I got it straightened out in 2019. And it took them 6 months to refund me my tax return that they took, that they didn't have a right to take. And so I've already worked it out once, and they updated their system, and now here I am again, and they're saying that I'm $17,000 behind on child support for a child that has lived with me. So that's just another headache that we're dealing with. So that's unrelated to everything else. I'm telling y'all, I should have been an attorney. A live edge money
Yeah.
tree.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Please, yeah, Lord Jesus, please resolve the state issue with Michael quickly and release the income tax. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, please, because this is the second time I've had to work this out with their state. And Michael lived in South Carolina for a total of 3 months out of his whole life. And so I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
It's just
But, yeah.
going to be what it's going to be.
Yeah.
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 We probably need to get off here
Mm-hmm,
and get home and get some kids fed.
I think that we should get some bread and make some BLTs for dinner.
Sounds good to me. So,
I don't know about y'all, but I think a BLT sounds really good for dinner
does that sound good?
with lots of bacon
Yeah.
and spinach instead of lettuce.
So yeah, guys, thanks for coming and thanks for sitting through all of our rambling.
Thank you for asking us questions.
Yeah.
To give us something to talk about.
Jesse and Lisa, thank you guys so much.
You guys are such a huge blessing.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Scott, Daz,
Everybody. I don't even know where to start.
Thank you, Jody, for the prayers. Thank you, Donna Lawson, for the donations. Thank you, John and Sherry, for sharing our channel.
Yeah.
For missing anybody, it's not intentional. Scott said he had sweet potatoes, bacon, and maple syrup.
Jesse, that's what I try to tell her all the time. I would rather eat anything on a tortilla. I would rather eat my hot dog on a tortilla than I would on bread. But I just can't get her to do it.
Tiny Tim says check Grizzly.
I'll check. Yeah, yeah, I'll have to check because Grizzly's a good tool too. It's not
Not a
a
Harbor Freight
off-brand
tool.
stuff. Yeah, so yeah,
Our Harbor Freight tools have held up pretty good so far. We figure they're good, like entry level.
No, you done wore out the sander we bought from them.
I've used the crap out of that thing.
Yeah.
It was well worth the $30 that we paid for it.
We went and bought a Harbor Freight belt sander, one of the little handheld belt sanders, you know.
Oh yeah, that's what you're talking about.
And,
I thought you were talking about the other one
No,
that I also wore out.
but the little belt sander. I went to an auction quite a while ago and bought this. It was a trash can full of stuff. There was one thing in it I wanted, and we give like $2 for this whole trash can full of stuff.
Yeah, the rest of it, they were like, you have to take all of it.
You have to take all of it. So I was like, okay, well, whatever. So we loaded it all up, took it home, and I never really did pay a whole lot of attention to it. And we went and bought this belt sander from Harbor Freight. It was like $30. I mean, it was a good belt sander. It worked for what we needed. So I was going through that trash can here a while back, and I found a belt sander in the bottom of it. And it's an old belt sander. And
Like old
man,
Sears one.
you just cannot, it's not even comparable to that thing we bought from Harbor Freight. It is the best belt sander I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It was
It's
awesome.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Oh, yeah. Lisa makes what for you all the time?
The
Bacon,
tortillas,
lettuce, and tortilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might hit 1K tomorrow, and then YouTube's gonna take it away.
Yeah, right.
Tiny
If
Tim
it's
says
worth it.
he hates Harbor Freight. Huh.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but they're cheap tools and they get by for what you can. You know what? I guess hard spots or whatever. But anyway, guys, we're gonna have to get off here.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Those grapes are wearing off. So we love you all. Thank you guys for your continued support and prayers and watching our channel and everything.
Yeah, everything you do for us.
Oh, I
You
need
guys
to
are
get
great.
off of this bucket. My back hurts.
We better get going.
Yeah. I feel like we accomplished a lot today either way.
We did.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
We'll see y'all later.
See you later. We might do another live on Sunday when we go feeding
Yeah.
again. Maybe we can get the Wi-Fi password.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Bye.